Hello, this is Angela and welcome to Planning and Creating, and today I'm going to set up my everyday carry planner. This is a happy planner, classic size planner with inserts, and the cover is from Jane's Agenda. And if you're interested in seeing how I set this up for work and personal use, then keep on watching. So I've already set on these gold discs. These are actually from Levenger. I think they're 1-inch size discs. This cover here, and then the dashboards, this front and the matching back dashboards are actually from Jane's Agenda. They came in the January box. There's this lovely quote on the back, and it says, "I hope that in this year to come you make mistakes, because if you are making mistakes, you are making new things, trying new things, learning, living, pushing yourself, changing your world, doing things you've never done before, and more important, you're doing something." And it is a quote by Neil Gaiman, and I think that's so very fitting for the beginning of the year. Let's just get on to it. So we're going to move on into first thing. I have an vellum that I'm going to place down. This also came in that January box. It says "A New Era of Me." So I'm just going to pop this on the disc. And first dashboard I want to use is butterfly. And I kind of like the theme of idea of using a butterfly as a symbol for January. We think of caterpillars, and I'm sure when the caterpillar gets wrapped up in its cocoon, it's like, this is it, I'm done. But you know what? It bursts out into a beautiful butterfly, and once it's fully developed. And I like this journaling card by Jane's Agenda. It just simply says it's on. This is a 2024 calendar. It's like a year at a glance. I just printed this off the internet and put it in. I have a stack of inserts that I'm going to use. This is inbox insert from Jane's Agenda. And on this insert, you have urgent, next, scheduled. You can see the different options there. Project reference, someday, canceled on the side. I'm not sure if I'm going to use it as it is intended, where you can write one item per line, or if I'm just going to write things on sticky notes and slap them on here and figure out where they should go in the next box. Outbox I'm going to use often. I am given tasks or think of things at work that involve someone else. I need to follow up with someone else or tell someone else, so that's what the outbox is going to be for. And I'm just going to put post-it notes on there. Future me, I got this title from Jessie Corinne. She has one page, I think, in her bullet journal that she calls Future Me Problems, things that she needs to handle or deal with later, and that's what I'm going to use this for. I'm not sure if I'm going to write on this, or again, if I'm just going to use sticky notes. This someday tracker is for Jane's Agenda, and this is just if you come up with ideas for projects, or I might even use this for video ideas. I haven't really decided, but I thought this would be a good insert to put in the front. So I'm actually going to just stick one page of this in here. And then this is a goal tracker insert by Jane's Agenda. Has a nice quote on the front. And then you have broken down by quarters. So you can have multiple goals that you're tracking throughout the year. And then there's a 90-day goal tracker. So my first goal is to figure out what I want to write on those, and then I'm just going to leave those sitting right in the front where I can easily access those. Okay, so next I'm going to get into my monthly setup, and for my monthly calendars, I'm actually going to use some inserts by Happy Planner. I really like their work life line. I missed out on purchasing the version of their work life planner that is not hourly dated. So I bought inserts for just the monthly refills. And once I pop these in here, I'll flip through and kind of give you idea what I'm talking about. So I'm just going to put in the first 6 months of the year. And I found it to be more convenient for me to have 6 months or so. I think actually my plan here is to have 7 months. I put the months up front and then I do the weekly separate. That works for me. Often I am tracking a series of things or looking at how many weeks are in the semester. I'm a teacher and that just works out better for me. So having all the months in the front is a little bit more convenient. So this last one is going to be July. So I'll just flip back to, so the month of January, that's January, and I'll just flip to February. So the end of the month has a blank lined rule page, and then you have a covered page with a quote, and then that's just what the month looks like. They came undated, so I added the little rose gold stickers. So here I have in the months, January, you can see through June, and then this last one will be July. So I think that's going to work for me. So all those months are there. Next, I'm actually going to start into my work section. I have this divider that I printed from Digital Dashbox years ago, and it has to do this tab here. Behind it, it has sticky notes with information about my courses. I have this one's also from Digital Dashbox. This is the next divider for my work section. I have a master list. I always have a long list of tasks that I need to do to set up things for the semester or keep track of, and that's what I'm going to put behind here. I have 2 other inserts I'm going to shove in here. That is the one thing that's really convenient about the discbound system. You can just add in, take out as you need. So this is an insert from Jane's agenda, and I'm going to put the class schedules. Notice this is just a little page flag. This insert here, or dashboard, is from Digital Dashbox. I'm going to put class list, or what you might call an attendance sheet. This next one is a Happy Planner divider, and behind it I'm going to list information about clinical. This is a clear Happy Planner divider. This is going to have meeting notes. So behind it, what I have is just blank, lined note paper. A couple sheets of that, and then this is some dot grid paper. Sometimes I need to draw things out, or if we're setting up things in the classroom, I'll draw it out how I'm envisioning it in my head. So next dashboard is this reading one. I love this card. It says, don't measure yourself by someone else's ruler. This paper clip is also from Jane's agenda. So behind here, I'm going to put some other dashboards that came. There was a lovely reading list that came in one of the subscription boxes. Self-improvement for 2024, different books. Some of these I've read already, some of them I haven't. I'm gonna just a little closer so you can see. It's really cool. So, and it's printed on kind of thick cardstock. So it's 12 books. So I guess really you could read one once a month, and then there's an extra book listed at the bottom here. Plain on the back, they have these Jane's agenda inserts that say quote and notes. So I thought that was quite fitting to put behind the book list. Let's see what else I have here. So I've already have a list of books that I was recommended or overheard or watched videos and someone told me about. So I'm gonna put those here. This was a winter to-do list, a reading list. Still winter where I live, so we're gonna put that here. Next divider is a divider from Jane's agenda subscription box, and lovely little divider from Jane's Agenda and card and the paper clip. And this is going to start my personal section. So here, another insert from Jane's Agenda has affirmations. Oh, I love that. So pop that in. Next thing that's coming up is my budget section. In our, I think it was the January sub-box, we were given these lovely dividers with top tabs. See, this top one says budget. So I'm going to put this in. And then I have these monthly inserts. And this is January budget insert. So there's lines on the back, and then February and March. So I just putting in the inserts for the first quarter. Next is another divider. It says expenses. So we're going to put that in. And we have bills, auto pay. If you check that box, and then list the first 6 months on the front page and the last 6 months of the year on the back, and then there's a reoccurring bill list. I actually had a separate bill planner, but we're going to try this and see how this works. I like having it all in one, so we'll see. Last divider here for the budget section is debt. So put that frosted divider in. And these dividers, you can see, are pretty thin, so they're not taking up a whole lot of space, even though they are several of them. So there's a debt tracker for Q1, January, February, March. And if you flip it over, there's some notes. I just only put like the first quarter or so in here just for space. This is just another divider. This is a divider that I made. It's just white cardstock with a tab. And behind it, I'm actually going to put this stencil. I think this is from Happy Planner. I use this quite often in weekly setups, where I use the boxes and the circles. Sometimes I use these other shapes down here. For convenience in the planner, this pocket came with the Happy Planner inserts that I have in that monthly section. These priority or numbered page markers, I have a set. I think they go through 12. When I'm working and I have different projects that I'm working on or priorities, I use these as 1, 2, 3 as the first section I should look at, second section, third section in my planner. This is just an overview. This is actually, I think I took this out of an Aura Estelle planner. And then there's a second pocket on the back, so I'll pop this in. I have stickers that came with the planner insert, just so they're convenient. Here's some more Happy Planner stickers. Put that in there. This planner does not have a pin loop. On a previous Jane's Agenda dashboard, or I should say cover, I added a pin loop. This is a friction erasable pen. See the lovely little eraser there? Writes in black ink. Got this off of Amazon, and the pin loop. So to add a pin loop, I just pop it on here. And it makes a good sticky note graveyard to put sticky notes, post-its that I might use in other places in the planner. And then I have my back cover. Okay, so as we got it all together, it's not super thick. And we'll do a quick flip through the whole thing. So this is the first cover. We have our vellum, first dashboard, this. Box, future me, someday. Then we get into the 90-day goal tracker. Then we start the monthly calendar. Don't skip January because it already has work stuff in it, but just so you get an idea what it looks like, there's February, and then all the way to June. And I do weekly planning also, so I think this ends here in July, but I can show you, this is what the weekly looks like. So this is just a Happy Planner vertical weekly, and I'll put my bookmark here. So this can mark where my week is. So that's all my notes. July. Then we start the work section. This will be where the master list goes. I'll put the class schedule, attendance list, information about clinical behind here. And these are very specific to my needs and my job as a teacher. However, if you're a stay-at-home mom, or if you have kids or any other job or responsibilities, you could make these, let's say, Boy Scouts or side hustle or whatever other tasks you could think of. That would be a good use of those. Meeting notes. And this is that reading list section. Quotes, books to read, winter list. I don't know what I spilled here, but it's dry, so we'll let that go. Winter reading list, and then the personal section, which gets me set up with my wealth affirmations. And then the first tab, top tab here is the budget section, where we have first quarter, January, February, March. Then we get into expenses. We have a bill tracker, recurring bills, debt, next big divider, a clear divider, and I can put extra things as I come up with them during the year here. Here's the stencil, pocket with the priority tabs, another empty space there, and then the 2 sheets of stickers in the back. My sticky note graveyard with my ink pen, and the back cover. And you can see it's not super thick, it's not super heavy. I love this cover. I think it is amazing. It's very, very shiny, which is something that I like. However, I was very concerned about getting it scratched up, so I came up with a solution for that. I was actually crocheting this as a hat, but I made it kind of big, so I closed the end of it up, and look what this works as. I can shove this in here, and it keeps the cover from getting scratched up. So the whole back is covered. Nice. And I'm going to shove it in my backpack or work bag just like this. So that I think is going to work for me. So I hope you have enjoyed this setup, flip through of my Everyday Carry Planner for 2024 for work and personal. And if you've enjoyed this, consider following me along by subscribing on this journey as we plan 2024. Have a great day. Bye.